Hey guys, what's up? It's Amy. So before I start the video, I do want to say that I got an Instagram for my YouTube channel. I've had it for a little while now, so if you guys didn't follow it, go follow it. Link is down below in the description, because that's how I give you guys updates. Like if I'm not uploading, you'll know why there. So yeah, go follow it. Link is down below. Hey guys, what's up? It's Amy. So for today's video, I'm going to tell you guys a story. So last night, or depending on when I upload this, 2 nights ago, Saturday night, I went to the hospital, so I wasn't able to film a video, which is why this video is late, because, you know, when you're in the hospital, you can't really film a video, you know. So, yeah, so I decided to tell you guys the story of why I was in the hospital and stuff like that. So, yeah, let's get on with the video. Oh, backtrack like a week ago. So, like a week ago, if you guys didn't know, I went on a cruise to the Grand Cayman and Jamaica. If you guys follow my Instagram, you would know that link's down below. I went on a cruise to the Grand Cayman Islands and Jamaica, and we had recently gotten back, and when we got back, I got sick. I just had like what I thought was a common cold. I just had like a sore throat, fever, you know, stuff like that. You know, I took just like daytime medicine, nighttime medicine, and it eventually went away. And fast forward like another day, I woke up with worst headache of my life. It was the worst headache I've ever had. And so anyway, I went on with my day. The headache only got worse. Comes to find out the next day, I was like, you know, expecting my headache to be gone, because I was like, oh, headache gonna go away soon, I don't know. And so fast forward next day, the headache was like still a thing. It got even worse. Like I could move my head like this and it would just be like pounding pain. Fast forward another day, it was still hurting. So then that night, my parents were like, you gotta go to the hospital. And so we went to the hospital, and at the hospital we just went to, it wasn't like a real hospital, it was just like an emergency place. And so we waited there. We only waited there for like 20 minutes. They finally called us in, and so, well, okay, so wait, so before my parents just didn't take me to the hospital. They called my like pediatrician, and my pediatrician was like, go to the hospital and do blood work. And when I heard that I had to do blood work, I got really, really sad, because no, I don't do needles, I don't do shots, I don't do like IVs, nothing that like punctures you. Like I can't do things like that. Like it hurts so bad. So I was like, nope. So I had this like little tiny hope that I wouldn't have to do that. Called me in, they put me on a bed, and then they took my information, they left. The doctor came in, took my information, and left. And then another doctor came in and asked me a bunch of questions about my fever, stuff like that, and she took my temperature, and my temperature, I had a fever. Like, oh boy, it was high. It was like 100 and something. It was like 103, 104, something like that. And so they took my temperature, they saw it was that, and then they took my heart rate, and it was like, it was racing. It was like, I don't know what it was. It was like, shoot, I can't remember. 112. It was 112. My heart rate was 112, and they were like, oh boy, that's kind of a fast heart rate. So then they left, and then they came back, and they were like, oh yeah, you're doing blood work. And I was like, okay. Like at this point I was like, alright, whatever, I'll do blood work. Like, it can't hurt that bad, it's blood work. They came back with a tray with 3 tubes and the needle. She like, you know, she puts the alcohol on my arm, she puts the rubber band on my arm, and she waits for the veins to do their thing, I don't know, and they do their thing, and she goes to put the needle in me, and that's when I look and I see the needle, and I just pull my arm away, and I start crying because I got so scared. I was like, no, you're not doing that to me. And so I was so scared. I was a scared kiddo, guys. So pretty much I was like kind of pulling away, and so they were like, okay. So they were like, all right, well, we're gonna leave for 10 minutes, and when we come back, you're gonna be ready. So they were like, you can like calm down, cool down. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry for that little like cut scene. I had to like move around stuff in my room because my dad was helping me, and so I had to stop filming for a second so that I could do that. So I left off at the story. The nurse left for 10 to 15 minutes, and she's like, press the nurse button when you're ready to do this, or else I have to tell the doctor that you're not willing to do it. 10 to 15 minutes later, I pressed the nurse button. I was ready to do it. She, you know, alcohol, rubber band, vein popping, doing its thing, and she did it, and oh boy, it hurt a lot. Like, you guys might not think that needles are all that bad, but like to me, needles are one of the worst things in the world. Like, I cannot take shots or blood tests. Like, I can't just do that. I can't, like, it hurts so bad. So I did the blood test, they left, we waited for like a bunch of minutes, and then they were like, then they came back, we thought they were gonna tell us the results, and they were like, oh, go do a urine test. And then we waited for even longer, and they came back and said, oh, the blood is fine, blah, blah, blah. Like, I know the blood is fine. Like, this is why I didn't want to do the blood test, because I know that I'm fine in my blood. Like, said I was fine. And so pretty much we figured out that I had got a fever, and that fever made me dehydrated. And that whole day that I was sick with that headache because I was dehydrated, I wasn't eating anything and I wasn't drinking anything. So my body pretty much like wasn't getting everything it needed. It's just like really dehydrated. I just needed nutrients that I wasn't getting and stuff like that, and so that was causing my headache. And then they just sent me home, and that was that. And that's why I went to the hospital, and that's why this video is late. Hope you guys liked the video. Give it a big like if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Also give it a huge like, because you know your boy's thirsty for likes.